Day 24 in the Big Brother UK house, and spoiler alert, Paul's gone! Yes! Woohoo! But before I get too excited, let's start from the beginning. Obviously Dylan was still in the house, so all the posts about him and Paul getting chucked out were crap. People just make shit up. Olivia was speaking to Paul and she says, Trish doesn't like living with me for some reason, and I thought, I'll give you some reasons. You're childish, you're inconsiderate, you're stuck up Paul's arse like a barnacle, you scream for no reason, and you're a six-face hole bag. Henry was speaking to Trish about Jordan, and it's good to see that he's actually got an idea of what's going on, and Jordan's just going between the two of them. And then when Trish says that she would have a talk with Jordan, at first I kind of thought, well, it's not really her place to do that. But then when she sat him down and she was speaking to him, she was really honest, and she says, like, you're hurting his feelings, or he likes you or whatever. And he was saying, oh, I've not kissed him with tongues or anything. And he says, oh, like, friends kiss each other in the mouth. And some friends do kiss each other in the mouth, to be honest, but not when they know that the other person likes them. Janelle was in the kitchen, and I thought it was bad enough the other day when she said there was 2 moons. But then she says, who's Cleopatra, a beauty queen? And they had to actually explain to her who Cleopatra was. And then when they told her, she's like, oh, was she really though? And I thought, is she kidding on that she's that thick? Because see, if she is, she needs to get her tubes tied immediately. The in-run was given a task to cry to 3 housemates and then make one of the housemates cry. And when Big Brother asked her what makes her cry, she started telling a story about a film she's seen about a dog, and she started crying, right? That is literally me telling any sad story ever. So I can totally understand telling a story like that and starting to cry. But then when she was telling the housemates her stories and she was crying and stuff, and then Jordan was like, oh, you're on a secret task, I kind of thought, well, she probably should have failed for that. Despite Yin being called out and doing a secret mission, she still passed for some reason, and she was given 6 invites. When I made my video this morning, I said I wasn't understanding why she gave the invites to who she did, but she explained that she wanted to give them to the people that got punishments in the big button task, and I thought that was really fair. Despite Yin giving a good explanation as to why she invited the people that she did, that didn't stop Paul and Olivia lying on the couch with their faces tripping them like spoiled wee fuckbags, and they were sitting like, oh, I'm raging, oh, I can't believe I'm not going to this party, literally like children. And I thought to myself, this can't get any worse, right? I already knew it was going to get worse because I seen the clip this morning, but I didn't think that Olivia was that bad. But then see the night, oh my god, I just thought she is vile. Olivia, Paul, Matty, Henry and Jordan weren't invited to the party, so they were in the glass room upstairs. And I feel like Jordan and Henry weren't really that bothered. The last time they had a dance party, Jordan went into bed and hid until the music went off. But the rest of them were sitting there with their faces tripping them. And then when they started like throwing stuff at the glass, I thought, why are they doing that, right? Like, they'd know all about it if that broke. Like, that might be safety glass, it might not be actual glass, right? It could be perspex, but they were throwing their shoes in that at it. Like, what if that did come out and fell down and hit somebody underneath? That'd have been a claim, right? They were so inconsiderate and just acting like children, and then standing at the top staring down at people and just making them feel awkward. And as I was watching it, right, the anger was building up in me, and I thought, these people are supposed to be adults. Right, now I'm nearly 40 and I am so immature for my age, but I would never act like that. The jealousy it was a complete embarrassment. When they were up at the glass and they were like shaking the glass and Olivia was shouting down like a wee Ned, and then Paul got his ass out, I was like, no, indecent exposure, put that away, I am going to regurgitate my food. When Paul started throwing down the balls of cling film and trying to ruin people's night because he was jealous, I thought, he is like a child that should not be left unsupervised. Now, I don't know what is wrong with him mentally. He's obviously unstable in some way, and it's like an attention-seeking thing, but he needs to be assessed. And if he has been assessed, then they need to up his medication. So then when he ran downstairs and he was going to put the cocktails down the sink, and Olivia was like, as if, oh, he's so funny. I thought, she is a fucking bitch, do you know that? Like, I thought she was alright at one point, but she's absolutely vile. I hope she's out next. During the break, I actually made a video and I went on a total rant that I was going to post on TikTok, but I couldn't post it because I was so angry. It was insane, and I've meditated twice today, right? But it was insane, and I thought I can't even post that because at one point I had said I think Olivia's mum and dad might be related to each other. Paul was going back upstairs and he was finished acting like a wee ball bag. Noki was sitting there drinking her cocktails, and she might have gave him a couple of looks and like kinda done that with her eyes, and then he was like, what are you looking at? And totally attacked her. And see when she said, you obviously, right? And then I can't remember what he said, but she was like slagging him back and she was slagging his accent. I thought, good for you. That's the first time I've ever seen you stand up for yourself. So then she was obviously upset, and then Trish came out and she started shouting at him and saying, you're a bully, you're a bully. And people on Facebook are saying, oh, I don't know why people are blaming Paul. It might be a lot of things. It might be childish, but he's not a bully. No, I'm sorry, but he is a bully. He is. He attacked Noki knowing that she usually doesn't stand up for herself. And I think that they were shocked, because when she turned round and says to Paul, you obviously, Olivia was upstairs like, oh, as if, oh, she's answered him back. And what? And what, bitch? Do you know what I mean? That would be the least of his worries if I was in the house with him. I actually felt sorry for Noki, even though I think that she does play up to the cameras. Paul spoke to Noki that way with no expectation of getting an answer back, and that's why he done it. So he is a bully. And Trish was right when he was standing upstairs and he was throwing down balls. That is high school bully behaviour. And I don't know why people on Facebook continue to think that Trish was the problem. Jordan and Matty started talking, and I'm going to be honest, I totally switched off. I've got to the point now where I'm like, I don't understand what's going on here, and I'm bored. Olivia and Paul were in the bedroom, bitching as usual, and they were saying that Trish likes to pick on people, and I'm thinking, I don't really like Trish that much, right? But she only picks on people when they pick on somebody else or when they start on her, just because she's not willing to take shit off anybody. That's the difference. They think that they can push people about, wake them up whenever they're sleeping, throw lettuce on them, act like wains, and squeal like infants that need their nappy changed. And they think that Trish is in the wrong when it's them. And then Dylan was in the diary room saying, oh, I'm glad that other people are saying that Trish is the problem. No, you're the problem, and that's why you're gone. It was finally time for the eviction, and I thought, oh, this is it. This is it. Paul's definitely going to go. So when they went live to the house, and everybody was shouting, get Paul out, get Paul out, get Paul out, I was like, yes, 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 get him out. And I think last week or the week before, when Zach went, and I says, you know, it's not nice to be booed, even I wouldn't want Paul to be booed, because it wouldn't be a nice feeling to go out, and I don't hate him that much. But see, the night, I actually thought, I hope he gets booed, he deserves it. I actually can't stand him. I hope every single person in the audience boos him. And then they did, and I couldn't have been any happier about it. The next person to be evicted was Dylan, and I don't really think he deserved to get booed, but they were obviously in that mood, so they just went with it. Paul's interview came on, and I was like, volume down, I am not interested. Now I don't have to see him acting like a child, I don't have to listen to his shit beatboxing, I don't have to listen to him talking about shitting and farting, I don't have to watch him think he's being funny, he's got no best bits that I want to see. Goodbye. Then Dylan's interview came on, and I did turn the volume up, but nothing really interesting was happening. It did show you a clip of Tom, in the exclusive clip, and Tom was breaking his heart, and I thought, fuck, who's he going to follow about the house now? When Dylan and Paul were sitting with the celebrity guests, one of them says that they think Trish is in the position now to win the show because she stuck up for her friends and she's been loyal. And Paul and Dylan were both like, oh yeah, like smiling as if, oh aye. And I thought inside they're absolutely fucking raging. Like, I wish that I could have read Paul's brain, because he was trying to say, oh, we fell back in and we had a good conversation earlier in the day, and I thought, he's fucking raging. And you know, I don't even want Trish to win, right? But see if it's going to annoy him as much as I think it's going to annoy him, I hope she wins. Finally, they revealed something that I have been waiting for since day one, and next week they're going to be doing face-to-face noms. Oh yes, I love face-to-face noms. I absolutely love them, because people just take things so personally, and they sit there and they'll smile and be like, it's fine, don't worry, and then like a couple hours later it just all explodes, and you're like, right, everybody calm down, it's just a game. But it's going to be so good. I can't wait for that. But I can't believe that Paul's went tonight. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Thank you everybody who voted for him. I'm so glad that I don't ever have to look at his fucking stupid face ever again. But if you would like to talk more about Big Brother, sorry, I'm too excited. I'm not over it. It's going to take me all week to go over how happy I am. But if you would like to talk more about Big Brother, give me a follow.